Ladies and gentlemen, everyone around and in between, it is DebateSensei CETA edition, where we talk about things related to the Cross-Examination Debate Association, competitive debate at the college level. I have with me the Director of Debate from California State University, Long Beach, Devin Cooper. Thanks again, Devin, for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. So I thought I would just bite your style. And I saw that you wearing that cap way too much, and I'm kind of like, I got to get me some of that. I underwent a massive transformation, so here I am. All right.
Yes, a nice one.
Yeah, it's the sincerest form of flattery, right? So, in all honesty, though, I was held a charity event. It was a St. Baldrick's shave-a-thon. People get sponsored in order to shave their head in solidarity with children with cancer undergoing cancer treatment. The proceeds go to research for children's cancer. And so that is the link to my page. If anyone's watching this and feel like you'd be willing to donate, I would very much appreciate it. But yeah, that's the deal with this. Been doing it for 15 years. Yeah, we raised, I think, close to $80,000 in that time. So we're doing all right.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So that was my little plug for my little project there. But what we're talking about today is we're recapping the Wake Forest tournament that happened a couple of weeks ago as of this recording. Tell me a little bit about the uniqueness of this tournament, its significance.
The Wake Forest tournament, the Shirley, is the last major tournament of this first semester. It's usually like very big, and it is where you are really trying to see where a lot of stuff is mid-semester and try your luck at trying to break at the Shirley, because it is a very interesting endeavor to do so. It's like 7 rounds, and it's a tournament that I've been going to like since I was a freshman in college.
Oh, wow.
So like my freshman year of college all the way till now, I've been to almost every Wake Forest tournament.
Wow.
So crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. I wanted to take a look at, I'm looking at these entries here. What the heck is the X Observer? What is that?
It's just like if you bring an observer to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you have to register to be an observer?
Because that is a cost because of food and stuff. You know?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like Wake Forest is infamously known for like giving us very good snacks. Like, and they have like a snack tent that is full of like snacks.
Okay.
Food. Yeah,
well, you should lead with that, man. That's the significance of this tournament.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the food is always good. They had like this, and I usually don't eat fried chicken at all, like because it's not that healthy. But they had this fried chicken sandwich one day for lunch. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Oh,
it's the devil.
I mean, you're in North Carolina. I mean, like I'm sure they know what they're doing when it comes to frying chicken. So looking at the entries at the open level, and there's, for crying out loud, 123 entries. I think that's the biggest one. I think Harvard might have been coming in second in that, but
I think Harvard might have been a little more.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Well, I mean, because it depends. Because like Wake has also that other tournament that is on the both of these tournaments are on campus. On the same campus. Like there's an ADA fall champs, and there was this one. And I think a while ago, I just remember that the ADA stuff used to be at Appalachia State.
Okay.
I remember one year or a few years ago, or years ago it could be, but I think for the past 3 or 4 years, it's been on Wake's campus, which is good and convenient because teams don't have to split their squads to go there. But I just remember, I feel like pre-pandemic, the Wake Forest tournament used to just be way bigger, and they couldn't have it on their campus with that.
Okay. Any standout? Like the big entries, we know about them, right? We got Emory and Michigan, and Harvard came pretty strong this time. Southern California, I haven't seen. I've seen them, just not out in force like this before. It seems like I don't know if I'm remembering wrong, but
Yeah, they have a lot of teams. I think they just don't always travel all of them.
okay. Yeah, Western Kentucky. All right.
Yeah, I
They're
would think they would go because they're like kind of close to that.
right, right, right,
Not
right.
that close, but they're closer than a lot
Okay,
of people.
okay. Um, I'm seeing Wichita State. Is that a normal team?
Yeah,
That's okay. I'm just forgetting then. I'm just keeping track of all these ones.
yeah, and I love the director of Wichita State, is Phil Samuels. He's amazing.
Okay, okay. Wyoming brings one. Nice. Okay, North Texas. Only am I thinking? Oh, I think North Texas is more of a NFALD team. Am I thinking that or
Possibly, but they're coming back. North Texas used to really be in debate, like heavy in the policy scene.
okay?
Um, it's funny because I was at NCA, and so I know one of the former North Texas debaters, a guy who is currently tenure track at Cal Poly SLO. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so he used to debate at North Texas. So
Yeah, Slow used to have a pretty regular team, and
yes, they did.
I haven't
They
seen
did.
them
I
forever.
remember they did. It
Yeah,
was slow. It was Chico State, San
yeah.
Francisco State, all those people up there. And that's
Uh,
really sad because that's pretty much the demise of our district in a lot of ways. But
yeah,
maybe one
the
day they'll come
entire
back.
state. Yeah, man. But I mean, like we do have some representing from like Berkeley, USC, Fullerton made their way out there.
Yeah, our district is pretty much that.
Yeah,
Berkeley, Long Beach, Fullerton,
and USC. Yeah.
USC. We have a new Stanford team. I think they went.
Oh,
Stanford went.
okay,
And yeah, so
okay. It looks like most people were in person. Michigan State looks like they're completely online. All right,
yeah.
all right, all right. Okay, so let's take a look at some standout teams. Then let's take a look at some results here. So we do. I'm looking at 4 elims. Looking at this bracket, we're breaking to. Holy moly! Wait, there's 100 and how many teams in there? Oh no, I'm on the wrong. Oh, I'm on the wrong division. I was in the JV results.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That makes a whole lot more sense. Okay, so double ox. Yeah, bracket. Okay, we break 32 teams out of 132. That is still difficult. That is still a tough break.
Yeah, they used to do triples.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just was it just a time issue? They just don't have
I
the time.
mean, maybe, but they used to do triples with 6 rounds, I believe, is what it was.
Huh.
But we
Okay.
have 7 rounds here.
There's 7 rounds. Oh, I
Hmm.
just yes, 7 rounds. Okay, and so a shout out to Macalester, Price, and Kokel.
Yeah, they were killing it. I don't even know what they were doing at this tournament, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I didn't get to judge them, but they were tearing it up. I think they were his top seed, right? They were
Right.
like
The
7-0,
only
top
undefeated
seed.
team there. Only undefeated team.
Right, and they beat like quite a few first round teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they beat like yeah.
Wow. Let's take a look at these. Hold on. I want to get this bracket. Where the heck is the brackets now? How come I'm not seeing that one? Doubles. There we go. Okay. Macalester. All right. They don't have a bracket for this one. Oh, I see the bracket. I missed it. Missed it. All right. So Emory ST is the number 32. Let's see where that ends up here. Huh. I don't know. Holy moly. So were there some? Did all winning record? It couldn't be all 4 threes breaking, could it be?
No.
No. No. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. You get a winning record and you still don't break in a tough tournament like this. All right. Well, okay. So Macalester, how come I don't remember? I don't remember Macalester in previous episodes. Is this they just haven't shown up before?
I'm not sure actually. I don't think I've like seen them like they could have been at tournaments. I just haven't. I just don't remember. We've never gone against them this year, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, some other let's some of the other standout teams here. We got Long Beach winning 6 out of 7. I'm seeing that one. I gotta shout out to my alma mater as well as your team there.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they're doing great. I mean, this is you're telling me, and I know the feeling about how someone who was an anchor for the team moves on and graduates, and now like you're stepping up and you're the anchor now. And I mean, I think Ortega looks like he's doing great.
He is.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Some big ones. Northwestern coming heavy with a couple of 6-1s there. All right. Was there any standout performances on the prelims other than Macalester? Like on the breaks here. Let's see here. We got normal. Emory looks like, oh my God, how many do they have? 1,
Well,
2,
Emory always shows up.
3.
Okay.
They always do. Yeah, I got 4. Looks like 4 of the breaks. That's I'm seeing the most there. We got Wake, 1, 2, 3. Wake came big, came heavy. They got 3. All right. Okay, so Liberty has got 1 out. That's all right, good for them. It looks like there's a lot of because you don't break brackets, right?
No, we don't do that.
Oh man, it looks like a lot of these doubles, like an unusual. I see 2, but is there maybe a third? I see Michigan and Wake Forest had 2 walkovers of each other. Wake Forest BM, Wake Forest LS hit in doubles, and then Michigan, yeah, Wake Forest and Michigan, and Emory, yeah. Man, there's a lot of. You don't see that a lot. I don't know about you, but I don't see that a lot. That many in doubles?
Yeah, well, you got it going. You got it going.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And it sucks to have to walk over your team, but that happens.
And that happened to me at my junior nationals. That was a shame. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. It almost happened to me. I got knocked out right before it happened to me. Oh man, that's what I just tell myself to feel better about my performance.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so doubles. Let's talk about upsets. Oh, and I'm seeing one.
Us.
I've seen it. Oh man! As soon as I
Yep.
said that,
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I think, they're still like developing the nuance of the things to say. I think that like some of the stuff that I instinctually will go for, or the drive that I have to just like literally bludgeon people like in a debate, I don't think they fully have that yet.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's getting there with
Yeah.
each one of these like upsets they're facing. I think that, they're figuring out that like, hey, we have the tools to do this, but we just have to make sure that we execute it in a way that is presented to us. So
Yeah.
I think these things are fixable, and so, that's just kind of what it is. But that was an upset, and that was the only team that actually beat us at the tournament, and they beat us on both sides, which, congrats to them. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That is a learning situation right there for sure. Let's see here.
Yeah.
What was the vote on that one? Wait a second. Am I in the wrong
So
one?
4-1.
4-1. Oh, oh,
Yeah.
that is a shame. That is a shame. Oh yeah, those are all the walkovers. Okay. Looks like everything else kind of lined up as expected. Um, yeah. Hey, Navy broke somebody, huh? Is that I don't see Navy too
Oh yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because like Wake is a tournament that brings out a lot of people because of the ADA portion as well.
Oh,
So
right.
people are
Right.
able to split their teams.
Right. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. Okay. All right. So just kind of pouring over these ones right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Everything else seems like it was sort of went as expected. Oh, except for well, I'm looking at Michigan State picking up over Southern California. Was that considered a Michigan State GL
Oh
over?
no, yes, that's the team. That's a powerhouse team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
they were
they were
21.
the third place team at the round robin,
Oh, okay.
Kentucky.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe they just dropped a ballot or two in prelims, and they just yeah, and so they're kind of crawling up the back end of the bracket there. All right.
Yeah, they
Uh,
lost to oh wow. They lost to Stanford, LL.
Stanford looks like they're having a pretty damn good tournament at this one.
Yeah. Well, these are like freshman boys.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, they're freshman boys. They went to a local school, Peninsula, I believe,
Oh,
which is like, their big policy school in Southern California.
oh yeah. They're a big football school too. I remember they were our rivals. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so they came from that school, and I feel like they have a really good future in debate. They beat a first round bid team, which is wild.
Woohoo. Yeah. I mean
Like
they
they
yeah.
beat like yeah. And Steven, the person that's on their team is also a local California person. He went
Ah.
to Damien High School.
Mm,
So, I'm pretty sure they might have had some debates in high school, possibly.
okay.
I don't know. But yeah, that's
Okay.
interesting. Hmm.
I think I saw something else. Was West Georgia DK? Oh yeah, that's you. Sorry, sorry. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Uh, my bad.
That's-
My bad. I saw some. No, I did see something else. It was nope. I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. Okay. Oh, it was Michigan State over, and it's not that big of an upset as far as seedings goes. Number 20 seed picking up over number 13 and like
well, wait, sorry, which one? Oh,
Michigan
Michigan
MM
State. Oh,
over NYU MS.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I didn't even notice that. But yeah, that NYU team is pretty good. They were like 7-1 at Harvard.
oh yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
So it looks like a small handful of upsets there.
Yeah, like I feel like this is the year of the upsets and the differences and the
Yeah.
conversions and transitions. Yeah, but I feel like in the second semester, some of us will get it together, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, like, and this is the time, right? I mean, like the winter break is coming. It's the chance to really sort of buckle down and like kind of remake it. The people who stay focused and disciplined over the winter break, I think, can really make changes in the trajectory of their season.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that is something that people really have to do, and I know that literally they just had like the United Nations Climate Change Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some things that modify the topic based on that conference.
Right.
So
Okay.
COP29 is what it was called, and we shall see.
All right. Well, I mean, we get into octas, and like the upsets actually keep continuing. Macalester drops to
Yep.
Kentucky AM. Holy moly! Was there some chatter about that one?
Well, I mean, maybe, but like Kentucky AM has been consistently doing well this year.
Okay.
But Macalester dropping to them, I don't know what happened, but that was an interesting one there.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 4-1 decision, so
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. Um, not seeing. Yeah, everything else looks like it's kind of lining up with the seeds, right? That seems to be so far the only other upset in octafinals. Dartmouth, Michigan. Yeah, Dartmouth over Michigan, not really an upset.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
as far as seeds go. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think all the people going into quarters are pretty much like the top teams right
Okay.
now.
Okay. So in quarters, we have two Northwestern teams. Northwestern had, oh man, looks like they had quite the tournament. Oh, but this is where they run into a wall right here.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I think this is probably a really good showing for Northwestern PS.
Yeah.
They're a pretty good team from Northwestern, yeah.
Yeah. Top seven
They're
seed.
critical team.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we have two Northwestern teams, and then we got Kentucky, Michigan, Kansas, Georgetown, Dartmouth, and Binghamton. All these are the normal universities that we tend to see at the quarterfinals and above as well, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are you still judging at this point?
No.
No, no. Are you coded
No.
out?
I'm pretty done. Like I don't like I typically will judge like Kentucky teams.
Hmm.
I mean I would judge that Northwestern PS team. I judge Georgetown CS. I don't really judge the other teams outside of that.
Okay.
So yeah, but the matchup has to be against those people. So for instance, if Northwestern PS was going against Georgetown CS, that could be a possible thing. But yeah, so
Well, Kentucky A&M has quite the run. They get all the way to semis, even though they're like the 17th seed coming in.
yeah.
They walk over the number one seed. Um, I mean, hell, they walk over. They're not a walkover. They beat the number 8 seed as well, and they're
Mhm.
I'm saying, holy moly, that's a remarkable tournament. Like that, like I really commend
Yeah,
them.
they're doing well. They're like, they're
Hmm.
killing it.
Who
And
else we
we've
got?
only beat them once, and I think they beat us twice.
uh, but we have the second seed, the third seed, and the fifth seed. 2, 3. Yeah, so like they knocked out the number one. Otherwise, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. Okay, that's amazing. I think that like a special kudos to Kentucky for that showing right there. So here we are in the semis with Kentucky, Michigan, Kansas, Binghamton. Um, Michigan picks up, Binghamton picks up. Uh, do you know anything about these last few rounds at the tournament? Was there any chatter going on about what was happening in these rounds?
Not really. I know my students watched some of these rounds, but I don't really know what happened in them
Okay.
because I was just kind of checked out by then. I was just like, I'm just gonna go to sleep and grade and do stuff.
Right.
And we had an early flight the next day, so
Mhm.
I'm just like, I'm good.
Well, I mean, congratulations to Binghamton. Very tough tournament. We always like to take stock of I don't know, any positions that came out that were noteworthy. Did anyone break any new affirmatives that were discussed at all, or is it all the same old,
Mm,
same old?
I'm not fully sure.
Okay.
I know no one broke anything new against
Oh,
us.
really? Okay.
And that's typically what I always see is people break new against us. I think a lot of the same asks were being run. I think there might have been some airline AFs where they
That makes
tax
sense.
airlines.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
jet fuel
think.
is horrible, like when it burns, right? So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's one I haven't heard of before, but now I've heard that's a thing. Um, yeah, but I really feel like that people are gonna like just start reading non-topical affirmatives against K teams more. They've
Yeah.
already been doing it with like ban fracking, nuclear fusion. Also, I think another one that they might pull out the hat is the Kyoto Treaty. I think that might be a thing.
Oh,
That might
yeah.
be.
They don't seem to have the market based stuff that's
It
required.
doesn't. But people
Yeah.
are like, oh, it's about, you know. But I mean, but I don't know. Like it could be a thing. But I think that the Kyoto Protocol or whatever, that could be something they could argue is a market base, possibly.
Okay.
But I don't know. But I feel like the Paris Agreement is something that kind of succeeded that. But we'll see, like if
Yeah.
that becomes a thing. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hearing too much about Kyoto these days. I mean, hell, when I was debating, Kyoto was everything. Now it's
Yeah,
all.
I remember.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Okay.
could be a thing. I'm not sure, but
Anyone busting out any interesting critical arguments on either side of the debate?
literally they've been pretty much the same from what I've
Mm,
seen. I haven't seen anybody do any like really radical thing on the negative outside of like Cap K, neo-lib, racial Cap K, anti-blackness, some ecology arguments of various brands,
hmm
but and ableism is something that people are like running again more. Also, like anthro Ks are a thing too, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's just kind of like the run of the mill stuff. I don't know. I'm starting to think that like I want my team to bust out some environmental managerialism arguments. Hopefully.
Managerialism. Okay. Okay.
But that's up to them. But I
Yeah.
do think that we should bust out some environmental managerialism arguments.
Do you think that like this being as late it is in the semester, it's unlikely that people bust out new stuff now, like when we come
Well,
back
we're
after
well,
winter?
we're done. So
Yeah.
like I think the next tournament is Georgetown, which is early January.
Yeah.
People are gonna have new stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I would hope.
Okay. So this
Some
one's kind
people
of
may
like
not.
the tried and true stuff that they've been doing all fall, and then
Yeah.
they try start new strategies in the new year.
I mean, I'm sure people broke stuff at Wake, but like it's like why break it at Wake when you could just wait to Georgetown?
Yeah. Right.
It's
Okay.
not
Okay.
like it's not really like Trump is gonna like enact any of these plans.
Right. Oh yeah. Do you think the elections affected in debates in any significant way?
Well, like when you could run it, yes, but like the aftermath of the election is definitely going to have an effect, I think, on how people will argue stuff because, Trump is going to roll back some
Yeah.
things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's going to do some actions that are going to affect like arguments like diss ads. So,
Drill, baby, drill. Right.
yeah, which is I don't know. It's kind of interesting how that's going to interact with the topic.
Yeah. It's surprising how much of a rallying cry that is. I'm like, what? Like I don't whatever.
Yeah, I just feel like it's going to be some interesting stuff. And there's going to be a lot of new evidence that's going to like cuz I'm pretty sure a lot of the environmental journals are going to start writing about stuff
Okay.
dealing with Trump. And so I feel like I'm going to be looking out for the December um, editions of different environmental journals to see
Mm.
what if they say anything about Trump. I'm sure they will,
Yeah.
like environmental policy in the age of Trump. That would
Right.
be a thing, and climate policy on top of that. But January is when people are really gonna like go in depth about writing stuff. I'm sure.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that'll change the game for debates as well.
I think it'll tip it a lot to the negative side, to be honest.
Really, hey, you think have the affirmatives been kind of picking up a lot?
Well, yeah, like
But there's usually a little bias towards the affirmative, right?
a lot of times. Well, so it's interesting at NCA, I was sharing the top paper panel for CETA. And there was one paper that was about like this algorithm that was being used to talk about how judges kind of evaluate debates, and they kind of like typecast judges into certain roles and then put them into different arrangements of rounds they could be in, right? And I think one of the things that was founded by, and this was his name was Austin Court. Wait, is Austin or Aaron? I think it's Austin. I feel so bad. Yeah, but Mr. Court. So he had like an algorithm that was showing what outcomes could be for certain judges. And so what he saw, and however the data is set up, that when the judge is more policy centered and the AF is more traditional and the negative is a K team, it's like astronomically biased towards the affirmative.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And I was like, oh, no surprise.
Yeah.
Not surprised. I mean, but it's good to kind of see that on paper, because I think that is something that was interesting to see, because it's like people get that perception that could be a thing. I was right. It's Austin. Sorry, Austin. I knew I was right. But yeah, but I think it's interesting to see that being a thing, knowing that that's something in the back of my mind that I believe to be true, but for it to be confirmed on paper is true. And so the name of his presentation was "Where is the Fairness? A Bayesian Analysis of Procedural Biases in College Policy Debate." And so I thought that was very interesting that he did that. So,
well, hell, I think we got ourselves a critical affirmatives episode sort of lined up for the future. Why don't we put that right at the center of it, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, it also allowed him to do profiles of judges and where they usually vote. And it was funny because mine, it said I'm 82% K. I was like, I don't know if it's 82%, maybe like 60 possibly, because I've been voting for a lot of straight up traditional stuff and a lot of framework. Not that I really want to or desire to. It's just like, that's just how the round goes down. Like a lot of people don't like that, but I'm just like, look, if you lose, you lose. I can't do the work for you. So,
all right. Well, this was lovely. So Wake Forest, one of the biggest tournaments of the year, very challenging. Congratulations, Binghamton, as well as a number of other teams that we mentioned. Thank you, Devin, for giving us some insight on the back end of things.
Welcome.
All right. We'll be back in the future. We'll be talking about more stuff related to debate. We'll see you then. Have happy holidays.